SINATA stands for the Strategic Irrigation Nitrogen Assessment Tool for apples, and that project really is all about trying to help growers understand and better utilise their nitrogen and irrigation inputs. So SINATA is an Excel tool. It sits in the platform Microsoft Excel. The tool requires inputs from growers. It requires them to input their orchard scenario, their predicted yield, their irrigation existing infrastructure, and their fertigation system, their fertigation requirements. And once they've input that, it'll output a series of pages, and those pages will tell growers their annual water requirements for the crop that they're going to use, and also their annual nitrogen requirements and how that nitrogen gets used by the tree, whether it gets how much of it gets leached, and how much of it goes up into the fruit and gets taken out through harvest. So all this information that we've got on irrigation and water use and nitrogen use from apples has come from 5 to 6 years of fertigation trials, of irrigation trials, of sap flow monitoring and soil characterisation work. So you have a really good understanding, a really good handle of how apple trees in various scenarios and various locations, grown in various soil types, are going to use nitrogen and water. It's certainly not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's very tailored to individual orchards and individual growing systems. And through that specific scenario analysis and what the tool can do, we hope that the tool provides really useful answers for growers. Yeah, so tailoring this to individual growers' orchards has come from a series of soil characterisation work that we've done. We've gone around to different regions across the country and we've gone onto growers' properties, we've dug great big holes, and we've taken that soil back to a lab, and we understand exactly how water filters through the soil. We know the chemical composition of the soil, and we know some of the real physical characteristics of the soil. So their bulk density, the water holding capacity, and whether the past history and past management has had an impact on the soil condition. And so through that, we can use all that information to make recommendations to growers about how water might move through their soil profile. So the next step is to really try and add value from this SINATA tool. It's great that it sits obviously in Excel and it's easy to use, but we want to make this even simpler to use, and we want to take it from a strategic tool to a real-time tool that a grower can use, download through a web app or a subscription model approach, and it inbuilds forecasting, so it becomes a real-time decision support tool. The PIPS 3 work is really about taking this tool, which sits in Excel, out into a very user-friendly platform.